enduring friendship between our two nations. Mexico is home to more U.S. citizens living abroad than anywhere else in the world, and tens of millions of Americans trace their roots right here to this country. And for generations, Mexico and the U.S. have been bound together not just by a shared border, but by shared values and aspirations, devotion to family and to faith, a willingness to work hard and to sacrifice for our children, a commitment to democracy rooted in struggles for independence that have defined our nations. So when it came time for me to decide where to make my first solo international trip as First Lady, the choice was clear. Mexico, por supuesto. Why I wanted to come here to the Ibero and speak with all of you. It's the same reason why when my husband travels abroad to talk about the challenges we face, from extremism to nuclear weapons, from poverty and hunger to climate change and pandemics, he doesn't just meet with presidents and prime ministers. He doesn't just visit palaces and parliaments. He goes to schools and to universities, and he meets with young people just like all of you. And this isn't an accident. Today we're seeing what has come to be called a youth bulge, an explosion of the youth population in nations around the world. And here in Mexico, nearly half the population is under the age of 25. In the Middle East, it's 60%. And young people between the ages of 15 and 24 alone now make up 20% of the world's citizens. This is the largest group in history making the transition to adulthood. And the fact is that the responsibility for meeting the defining challenges of our time will soon fall to all of you. Soon, the world will be looking to your generation to make the discoveries and to build the industries that will fuel our prosperity and ensure our well-being for decades to come. We're going to be looking to your generation to seize the promise of clean energy, to power our economies and preserve our planet for your children and your grandchildren. We're going to be looking to your generation to find the courage and the patience to resolve the conflicts and to heal the divides that plague our world. And I'm here today because I believe that all of you and your peers around the world are more ready than ever to meet these challenges. More than any generation in history, you all are able to access information and connect with one another in ways that my generation could never have imagined. With the click of a button, you can exchange thoughts on any issue with people just about anywhere in the world. You have an unprecedented ability to organize and to mobilize, to challenge old assumptions and to bridge old divides and to find new solutions to our toughest problems. And it is because of this immense promise that I intend to focus my international work as First Lady on engaging young people just like you all around the world. My husband and I know all too well that meeting the challenges that we will face will depend on whether we effectively tap into